They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Chicago Bears. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
It's now 2nd and
6. They run it again with Chubb. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. You talk about this Lions defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he wouldn't.
The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. A huge play there for Chicago. 44 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
They toss it left side to Chubb. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They work now on 2nd and 9. A toss play to Chubb. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. They go up the middle with Chubb, and he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Tua on 4th down. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one. And let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. This defense for the Bears, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
19 Tiger.
Off play action. Here's Hooker. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. You look at this Bears defense. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7. I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Montgomery will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. So a great start. They force the turnover on the other side and then take it down the field on their first drive and finish it off with a short touchdown run.
Nice and efficient, excellent job blocking, finds the gap and barrels into the end zone. Great way to finish off that drive.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Hooker on first down. Throwing the out route, and he connects with Fan. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Breaks a tackle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
44, ready.
Tua sets up to pass it. To the right side, and he's got more complete. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up
And again, it's Tagovailoa. That's complete to Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. The Bears in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have got it back to within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed, because let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
Was it 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now they got the touchdown. It's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls, because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. They go play action. Here's Hooker. Montez Sweat. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Here's Hooker to throw it. He's got a man here. It's Montgomery. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Chicago. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here comes Mooney now in the jet sweep. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, Tua. Escaping the pressure right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And his kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he returns this to the 22. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Hooker now off play action. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. Down the sideline he goes. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding what receivers are, positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be second and a couple. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chatter right now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They've got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Gibbs straight ahead. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 61 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Hooker now on second down. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And in for the Lions touchdown. Sam Laporta from 21 yards away. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Sly on for the extra point. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on, and they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Tua going to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. On play action, here's Tua. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
On 4th down, Chicago brings out Trenton Gill. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Taken in at the 11. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Detroit. That's a punt return of 89 yards. And the Lions would extend their lead here just before halftime. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Bears 10.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Alert!
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Looking to throw, Hooker. Montez Sweat getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. A throw over the middle, taken in. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. A big completion there against double coverage. And, Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got to pick me 4. It's my turn now to make the big play, and that's exactly what he did.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. That's who is going to change things up.
Turbo three, kick. Turbo three, kick. Hey.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
On 2nd down, Hooker. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down.
Touchdown! Sam Laporta with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions had 6 to their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Slide for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Bears 17. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's Tua. A quick throw, but incomplete.
It's over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And here comes throw number one for the backup QB. Pass taken in by his big tight end. A huge play there for Chicago. 44 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
I'm glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. That complete to Downs. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Ready?
Gibbs will try and pick it up. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Hooker going to try and throw for it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest. I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the 1st down, but they decided to keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, that decision paid off indeed. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the 1st down.
And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7. A give right side for Gibbs. And he'll get maybe a couple, if that, up to the 46.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
18, 5 years.
Hooker. He's got his target. That's complete. Gets through and now an opening. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
He'll buy some time right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. That is caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Sly on for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Lions 42, Bears 17. Jack Fox to kick off.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Trap 50, trap 50.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Locates Mooney on the out route. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
He's going to look deep for more. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Chicago. get a bit closer. Point after here coming up. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And it would seem as if their three-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Down the right sideline. Inside the 10 and down to the 7-yard line. 135 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage. They are powering through.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and, boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and they open the lead up now to 25.
24.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Hurt! Hurt! Right there, hurt!
2nd and 5. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Intercepted by the Lions. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Booker's pass. Intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Hold the ready.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the... That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. 65 yards. And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. A try here for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
There he goes, left side. A big play there for Detroit, and even 50 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Hooker's going to throw it. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and they open the lead up now to 25.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come on.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing one play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now motion left with Mooney.
60 Maverick. Go, Cap.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
19 tight, 19 tight.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach is off.
He's got a man complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
So definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown passes. They're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, 4th quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you. An interception's result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll set up to throw.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And that will be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just wet.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
The extra point by Sly is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Chubb on first down, no room to roam as he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll try the draw now with Chubb. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Well, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Detroit, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Bears, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.